Dad, why and how did you start the Authentic Worship Ministries?
Though this is a really a love story of God. Why? For the authentic worship ministries is really God's ministries. It's not my ideas. I never thought about to make such company and make later on like charity organization. But step by step, the Lord bring before me lot of things what showed for, wow, this is the will of God. You know, let's just maybe touch this topic from this how began. Of course, I can share whole hours and hours about these wonderful ministries, but let's just a little bit about the start. I am around beginning of 2000. Most of the time, I had a calling for teach people for worship. There was a miracle already how we get the place in Hollywood Road, Central. Not Yonglong, not Kwuntong, but Central Hollywood Road. And how we can get this place, this is also was a miracle. Anyway, maybe another story. Anyway, we have this place, and God gave me my heart for teach worship. And I was very busy. I'm a little bit, must I say, sorry for my family. For I was from morning to evening, just students. And sometimes not just 5 days, but a little bit Saturday also. But 5 days was very intensive. I had even how many? Around 40 students in a week. That means this 40 students is around 40 hours per week. And I also work in this ministry 10 years. And I gave such teaching to around 300 people. And when past 10 years, the Lord gave me my heart for check a little bit back. And I was very happy for, wow, Lord, I have possible for teach 300 people in 10 years worship. A great influence to the spiritual world. I was very happy. And the Lord asked me for, so how about the next 10 years? I be very quiet. Oh my God. I just cannot see my life for the next 10 years. I will teach another 300 students. So this time already the Lord put in my heart for something will be different. I think so these days, in 2022, I can see more and more when people, most of virtual or digital world experiences, what is get through the COVID situation in people's life. That means people needed to stay in home, and I've many students who tasted this type of way to teach them for worship. But this is not a developing ministry. For God have some other things for me, I think so. But definitely, I'm learning something specifically. I know for Lord won't teach, but I think so. He want I teach how to compose songs, scripture songs. Yeah. So let us see. But this is also not about authentic worship. So when being my heart for, oh my Lord, The next 10 years, I will teach another 300 students. Wow, it's completely burned out my mind and begin something different. Of course, I don't call to my students for, oh, finish la, I don't teach anymore. No, but God began to start something different. And suddenly, not just one, but come few people, and prophetically, yes, prophetically, they said, the Lord will change your ministry and you will be full-time ministers and learning how to live by faith. Wow, I thought I live by faith, but the truth was, for there was really a money-making business company for teaching piano. People come, they learned, they pay the fee, and I pay the tax, so that's it. So that was already very interesting for God calling people for prophesy over my life. Wow. But my students also want apply the playing some way in a worship service. So basically established also a ministry parallel my teaching's time. So I began also do some service, like some days we had service evening and other days in the morning, and afternoon and evenings, let's say from Monday to Friday, I teach piano, but come the Saturday, Sunday, we have worship time. And it was very interesting, for I have only one keyboard, so when was finished the teaching, I need to bring to the stage, for we have a little fellowship place. It's another story. And we worship together, and then was finished the service, I need to bring back the piano for start teaching others. This beautiful grand digital piano how I did receive from God is another story. But let's just go back to authentic worship. So now I teaching piano, continue teaching worship, and we have some fellowship when coming Chinese brothers and sisters, and suddenly the Lord gave a name. Yes, there was a time when I prayed and I just came a name in my heart. Authentic, authentic, authentic. Even I don't know the word. I just hear, but my mind had this word not in the knowledge part, so I just very was difficult to get in spirit and translate to human language what the Lord wants. So I asked my wife for what is this authentic or tactic, and she said, I will have something like authentic Japanese food. Yes, authentic. Oh, and I check it also what means authentic, and I understand, wow, something original, something new things, and you can check it, a wonderful word. So this is how God gave also a name for the ministry, authentic worship. Wow, and of course, ministries. So people come and they start support the ministry, also come a little offering, 100, 200. We was a few people, maybe 10 or 12, so everything is fine. I was very happy for paying the rent. And but suddenly come a sister said, can you please write for me and tax deductible receipt? What? A tax deductible receipt. Wow, what is this? So I realized for where we collect offering. That was around 20 years ago when I learned this. I must give also as a charitable action, charitable organization do this. They can collect money and need to give a tax-deductible receipt if some people basically advise or need. And I had no clue how to do it. And God is just so perfectly arranged everything. At this time I served in a very special place with Hermie, with honestly millionaire, billionaire people, very Christian elites people, very nice people. I was so happy to serve them with Hermie, and there was a brother who had heart to helping for set up the company and set up also the charitable organization. And he did everything. So basically, after company registration and after for searching charitable permission, we receive also the license for the letter for we can have now, that means collect donations and we don't need to pay tax. Wow. So the Lord not just established the name, not just established, with sisters and brothers for we come together, but also to be totally legal about the collection, and we needed, of course, audit and many other things. So that was amazing. Without any knowledge, God helped and showed how to do it. Now we stop here, for this is the question, basically how it starts. I will do and continue his part a little bit later. So enjoy how God starts a ministries, not an organization by themselves, no problem. Anybody can do it this way also, but I've out of my mind to establish this wonderful ministry. So I will continue with the same title, but a new chapter. God bless you. Thanks for watching the Leslie King's podcast. I really appreciate you. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. And if you do, there are royalty badges and other perks depending on your level of membership. All you need to do is click the join button underneath the video to find out. Thank you for your support.